What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Big Fight Field channel. Speak the truth. We're honest. We give our takes on AEW. So you can tell from the smile on my face. I'm so excited right now. We just had an amazing episode of Dynamite tonight from Jacksonville, Florida. I thought last week was the best episode of 2022. I think this one topped it, man. This was an amazing episode outside of one thing that happened on the show. We'll get to that. But man, so much happened tonight. So much to keep up with. Man. And Tony Khan, he came out, said this is the biggest week of AEW that's ever happened since its existence. And I'm taking his word for it, man. Leads up to Friday, Saturday, and then the big show on Sunday night with Revolution, man. I got even more excited for Revolution on Sunday night, dude. I'm honored to be going to that show. I'm telling you right now. But man, we got lots to talk about tonight. The AEW Dynamite review, and we're going to be doing Revolution predictions. We got 11 matches to predict. So strap your seatbelts, get your popcorn, get your beverage. It's gonna be a good one, folks. Cameron Johnson, how are you doing tonight, bud?
I am doing good. I am doing good, brother Joseph, man. Just got done with. I am doing good, brother Joseph, good brother Wesley. AEW Dynamite tonight was absolute. Oh my God, this has to be a top 5 Dynamite episode for me. One of the best episodes I think they've ever put on, from top to bottom. It was just amazing. My God. Oh God, AEW tonight was like that, man. And Revolution on Sunday is gonna be a homer, man. Oh God, I love AEW. Tony Khan. Since February has started, AEW have been in their bag. They've been in their bag, and it's like when you think they ain't got nothing more in their bag that they can pull out of, they can't go possibly deep into it. They can't get even more deeper into it. They just pull something out that bag that makes you go, holy shit, man. My God, what an episode of Dynamite we had tonight.
Wes, what's good?
What's good, man? What a great go-home episode of AEW Dynamite tonight as we head into Revolution this Sunday night. I thoroughly enjoyed myself tonight, and man, Sunday needs to hurry up and get here, man. The anticipation is killing me. It's just killing me. But we still got one more stop. We got a live Rampage episode on Friday, but tonight we got to talk about this awesome go-home episode of AEW Dynamite, as well as give the great people out there, the great AEW fans out there, the great Big Fight Field fans out there, our preview and predictions for AEW Revolution this Sunday night. We got 11 matches to talk about. And folks, I hope you stick around till the end to hear our preview and predictions after we are done covering AEW Dynamite. But thank you so much for joining us. Boys, I cannot wait to talk about this episode. Can't wait to talk about all the big stuff that came out of tonight's episode, the big, huge announcement by Tony Khan at the beginning of Dynamite. Joseph, Cam, let's get into it.
I was gonna do promotions for later videos in the past. I can't do that tonight. We got too much to talk about. I'll save it for the end. We gotta talk about Dynamite first. So we get out there, and Tony Schiavone is standing in the ring with Tony Khan, and Tony Khan thanks everybody in Jacksonville who's at the show, everybody who watched AEW throughout the pandemic. Started AEW out in the parking lot near TIA Bank Field. And when he mentioned TIA Bank Field, I thought, oh, he's going to have a show there next year. And he's like, AEW's existence in 2019, we brought back life in pro wrestling. And one company that I did love, it started 17 years ago, was Ring of Honor. And I'm here to announce that I've purchased Ring of Honor. The big announcement, no more Shane. That Tony Khan is the new owner of Ring of Honor. I mean, what a bombshell. People have been speculating all day what this big announcement is on social media. I mean, what a bombshell. This is huge. For not only AEW, not only for ROH, for professional wrestling, man. The future is bright. The future is bright for many, many years. Wow. I gotta get your guys' thoughts on it. I don't even care who goes first.
This is an absolutely great thing here. This is an absolutely great thing. The fact that Tony Khan is purchasing Ring of Honor. First off, I'm happy for Ring of Honor. I'm very happy for them, I'm very happy for them and the men and women that work there. A couple months ago, it seemed like Ring of Honor. A couple months ago, it seemed like we just seen the final Ring of Honor. We had just seen the final Ring of Honor show. We didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know what was going to happen in Ring of Honor for a while. Their biggest names, Jay Lethal jump ship, Brody King jump ship, the Briscoes are probably, going to leave. The Briscoes probably going to leave. So a lot of their big names and guys that really carried that promotion for the most part were leaving. It was not looking good for Ring of Honor, but I'm happy. But I'm happy Tony Khan was able to come in and buy. But I'm happy Tony Khan was able to come in and buy ROH. I really am, especially now with the reports being that ROH is going to be like a developmental system for AEW. For AEW, I think I love it. I think that's great. I'm just very happy for Ring of Honor. This is a great day for wrestling fans. This is a great day for wrestling fans, and Tony Khan gets the sweet tape library, which to me is the best acquisition of all. The fact that Tony Khan was able to get that tape library when you had people in AEW like CM Punk, like Brian, like CM Punk, like Brian Danielson, like the Young Bucks, like Adam Cole, in order to get that tape library, that's a big get. That is a very big get for AEW. So just a great day in the world of wrestling, man, to see something like that there. Tony Khan showing you what a good guy he is, able to throw Ring of Honor a lifeline there. Absolutely love it.
And we're going to get to the latest rumors on Ring of Honor and future plans and all that stuff. It's a big deal for professional wrestling. I want to hear from Wesley Williams.
Yeah, this was an absolutely fantastic announcement, man. The announcement lived up to the hype for sure, man. AEW and Ring of Honor are now, I guess, a pair now, because you could say now that Tony Khan has purchased Ring of Honor, man. A great get for Mr. Tony Khan, man. And this just means only great things for the talent. It means great things for the wrestling business as a whole. And I'm very, very excited to see what the future holds with this new partnership with Tony Khan and Ring of Honor, and what AEW talent could possibly show up in Ring of Honor, what Ring of Honor talent could possibly show up in AEW. I mean, you got Jonathan Gresham, you got Mike Bennett, you got the Briscoes. I mean, you got so much talent there. You got Dalton Castle. You got so much talent right there at your disposal that could show up at any time that they want. They could probably show up on a Dynamite, a Rampage, a Dark, and Elevation. It doesn't matter. They could show up whenever, wherever now, and it's beautiful to see, man. I love seeing the pro wrestling business just thriving again. It really makes me happy to see, man. And AEW is just doing so many great things. Tony Khan is doing a lot of amazing things, and this is one of those big, amazing things. And again, I'm very, very excited to see what the future holds with this new deal, and it only means great things for the business, man. And I can't wait to see what future Ring of Honor shows will be up coming up here, and again, what talent could be involved, whether that be AEW, Ring of Honor talent. I mean, are we going to get a big super show, a big super card of honor, but with AEW? I mean, that the possibilities are endless with this, and you still got New Japan out there as well. I mean, Jay White stepped into AEW now, and it's a lot of amazing possibilities, a lot of great things. I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, and I thought of this, and I thought of it during the commercial break, right after the announcement. I think it was during the Christopher Daniels match, which we'll get to. Cody Rhodes left AEW a couple weeks ago, and he's now a free agent. And everybody thinks he's going to WWE. What if Cody Rhodes turns up in Ring of Honor? What if he's one of their big stars? I can actually see that happening.
That's a very good point. That would be pretty wild if you ask me, man. If Cody Rhodes has turned up in Ring of Honor, he's already got a history in Ring of Honor. We know that. And so if he turned up in Ring of Honor again, man, that'd be quite a wild story. I mean, I'm in the boat of I don't think he's going back to WWE, man. It's again, I've said it before. I'll believe it when I see it. if it happens, I got to see it for myself first if it's going to happen. But I feel like if he was going to show up in WWE, I feel like he would have by this point, considering that WrestleMania is about to come up here really, really soon. And I feel like Cody Rhodes would have turned up at this point. And so I'm in the belief that he's not showing up there. But yeah, well, Cody Rhodes is definitely one of the biggest talking points in all of pro wrestling right now, man. Even with him being gone from AEW, everybody's just wondering now what's next for Cody. Is he going to show up elsewhere? So that's going to be something else that we're going to have to really see develop over time.
Yeah, and I feel like he would have shown up by now. I'm with you, Wes. I think that if there was a perfect time for him to show up, it would have been Monday night. I haven't watched Raw in months, but I do keep up with it on Twitter. And if there was a perfect time for him to show up, it would have been Monday night confronting Edge for WrestleMania, and it ended up being AJ Styles. And I don't know. We'll see. But I would not be shocked if he goes to Ring of Honor. I want to hear from Cam. I want to get Cam's point of view on this.
Cody going to ROH, I would not be surprised at all. I would not be surprised at all. The first thing I thought of, to be quite honest with you, was when this announcement was announced. Wesley, you remember the night Vince McMahon brought WCW and they showed Shane McMahon on the side on the and they showed Shane McMahon on the Titantron, and Shane McMahon was like, the contract reads McMahon, but it reads Shane McMahon. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw that announcement, I was like, what if this is a way to get Cody? But I was like, what if this is a way to get Cody back into things? And like Cody shows up at like a Ring of Honor show, and he tells Tony Khan, like, oh, about that, you didn't actually buy a Ring of Honor. I did. I own a Ring of Honor. Something corny like that. I'm not gonna lie. I did think of that. I'm not gonna lie. I did think of that. But Cody and Ring of Honor, I would not be surprised. As far as him with WWE goes, I'm one of those people again. I had to believe it. I'm one of those people again. I had to believe when I said, I don't know what the hell Cody is going to do at this point. To be quite honest with you, I don't know what the hell he's going to do. I don't know what the hell he's going to do at this point. But just because he hasn't shown up by now doesn't mean he can't show up at Mania. Maybe they're waiting to save him for Mania for him to come out. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the hell Cody's going to do. But I wouldn't be shocked if he ends up in ROH.
I'm not shocked either. But this is the latest of any ROH rumors. This is by Cassidy Haynes. I got it on my phone right here. Cassidy Haynes at bodyslam.net. Very reliable source. He says the following. Internal plans call for AEW to utilize Ring of Honor as a developmental territory of sorts. Additionally, it was said that main roster AEW talent will be dipping into the ROH brand on occasions. So what my guess is young guys, other people who don't really get TV time, they're going to get reps at Ring of Honor. So right now, for an example, it just pops up to my mind, Jay Lethal. I think Jay Lethal could be utilized, Ring of Honor, Brian Cage, and also some young guys like Wheeler Yuta, maybe Wheeler Yuta, maybe.
Wheeler Yuta, maybe a Daniel Garcia. Wheeler Yuta, maybe a Daniel Garcia. Trying to think who else is young on that. Oh, Lee Moriarty, maybe. Brock Anderson, Lee Johnson, maybe. Maybe people like that.
Yeah, I honestly like this. I like this plan that they have. If this is the actual plan, we don't know what's going to happen. It's too unpredictable, but it's just a big announcement. Any last minute thoughts, guys?
I'm just super excited for the future. That's mainly the overall thought process with this. Is just I'm just super excited, and the amount of possible matchups we're going to get out of this too is substantial. It is massive. I mean, we are going to be in for a real big treat going forward as we progress through 2022 and going into the years after. Man, I mean, again, pro wrestling's thriving. I mean, we are in another big big period of professional wrestling, and we have, we really have AEW and Tony Khan to thank for that, really. I mean, but you look at companies like Impact and GCW. I mean, they're thriving as well right now. I mean, they're doing well. I heard, I didn't watch Sacrifice, or what was it? Sacrifice. I can't remember what. No Surrender, I believe, was Impact's last show. I believe was their last pay-per-view. But I heard that show went over really well. I saw the whole deal with Jay White turning on Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa and kicking them out of Bullet Club. I mean, crazy stuff's happening in pro wrestling right now, and I mean, I'm all here for it, man. I mean, it's like whatever WWE's got going on, man. It's like that's just in the rearview mirror to me, honestly. Like, I don't even care if it's WrestleMania season. Like, what I'm focusing on is like what AEW's doing, what Tony Khan's doing, what all these other companies are doing, GCW, PWG, Impact. I mean, all these different guys, NWA. I mean, I'm just keeping my eyes focused on what's going on there. So again, I'm super excited, and it's going to be very fun going forward.
I agree with you, man. I agree with you, man. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. The wrestling bubble, the wrestling bubble, what's going on in wrestling is looking really good right now. It's looking really good right now. We have all these great companies. We can really just sit back and digest. So if you're not a fan of what's going on WWE television, why the fuck would you be? If you're not a fan of what's going on over there, you have all these other companies. You have all these other great companies you can watch, man. I promise you, you will find, and I promise you, you just got to dig around a little bit, but I promise you, you will find something. You will find something you enjoy in the rest. You will find something you enjoy in the wrestling universe, the wrestling bubble right now. The wrestling world looks absolutely great, man. God, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see what the hell happens in 2022, bro. Because I don't think this is on any of our bingo cards this year, bro. Going into the year.
Man, it's just going to be a wild ride. It's going to be a wild ride. And Tony Khan continues to promo by talking about 19 years ago, RH's first event. I think he said one of the two participants in tonight's match in the main event were Bryan Danielson and Christopher Daniels. And that so happened to be the first match of tonight's show. Bryan Danielson versus Christopher Daniels, which Daniels having his first match in nearly 10 months since he had that match with Frankie Kazarian against the Young Bucks last year. And for someone who is 51 years old, his eye is still beat up from the day that he got bloodied by the Young Bucks and hasn't had a match in 10 months. I thought him and Bryan Danielson put on a really good match to open up the show. Really good stuff. Daniels hit the Fallen Angel. Still beautiful. Danielson obviously got the win. Triangle chokehold. Doesn't let go. After the match, he grabs the microphone. He says, 19 years ago, Ring of Honor, we were both here, me and Christopher Daniels. And he says, give it up for Christopher. He tells the crowd, give it up for Christopher Daniels. And I love this so much because he has his hand. He has his one hand raised. And I'm like, I know what he's going to do. And he says, he says, we appreciate Ring of Honor, but I'm not in Ring of Honor. I'm in AEW. And he starts kicking Christopher Daniels' head in. And then he calls out Jon Moxley, saying he's going to do the same thing to him. Moxley comes out, cuts a great promo. They're going to fight. Danielson gets out of the ring. Dude, this match is going to be physical as hell, man. This match is going to be effing physical on Sunday night. And it's going to be a hard-hitting match as well. So what are you guys' thoughts on the Danielson and Christopher Daniels match and the post-match with Jon Moxley?
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Sure.
Danielson, I love it, man. It goes together with the new Ring of Honor deal that Tony Khan, with him buying Ring of Honor and everything. I love that they started the show with impromptu Bryan Danielson, Christopher Daniels match. I love seeing Christopher Daniels back in the ring, man. Amazing. 51 years old, man. That dude still moves and still looks great, man. He still looks just as great as he did back in the 2000s, man. I mean, all the way back then, and it's just amazing to see. I thought these guys put on a very, very solid showing, man. I mean, showing all the great people of Jacksonville, why they are, two of the biggest world-class athletes you can find in professional wrestling, man. And it was great to start the show off with this. Danielson, of course, getting the win to get momentum for himself going into his match against Jon Moxley on Sunday. And Moxley cutting, and as a natural, awesome promo as he always does. And Danielson backing out of the ring was great too. I mean, saving it all for Sunday. I love it. Just save it all for Sunday. We want to see these guys tear each other apart at the pay-per-view, and that's exactly what we're going to get. I bet you anything, both of these guys are going to be bleeding like suck pigs out there, man. It is going to be insane. These two guys are going to beat the living hell out of each other, and I'm all here for it, man. These are two guys that I absolutely adore, and I think it's going to be a hard-hitting, brutal, bloody showdown when we get down to it. But great opening match and a great post-match segment with Moxley and Danielson, man. And this match on Sunday is definitely going to be one of the ones to definitely look out for the most.
Cam.
I thought this is a great match here between Christopher Danielson and Bryan Danielson. Christopher Daniels is a fine wine, man. My God, that dude is Christopher Daniels is so good, man. The fact that we got to, I hope Christopher Daniels gets, oh God, Christopher Daniels is good. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say here about him, but Christopher Daniels is the fucking man. He's been the fucking man for a long time. I love Christopher Daniels. The dude is great. Bryan Danielson is great. I love the fact that they started this match off with the Code of Honor. I love that. We got the two, I love that. Got the two Ring of Honor guys in the ring. How we start this match off with the Code of Honor. I love it. And I was just shocked. I love it. And Bryan Danielson beating the piss out of Chris Daniels afterwards was great. And it was great. And the promo Moxley and the promo Moxley cut on Danielson was great. I cannot wait for this match. Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson are going to bleed buckets on Sunday. I cannot wait. This match is going to be a lot of fun.
I think we're going to get lots of bleeding on Sunday. We're going to get lots of blood on Sunday.
Yeah, it's going to be blood. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a bloody affair on Sunday.
Just in more than one match, and we'll get to that later on. We got the Casino Battle Royal, and I tweeted it out after the match. I stuck to it. This was one of the best, most fun Battle Royals I've seen in years. This was a really fun Battle Royal. The Young Bucks won the Battle Royal, but they really, really put over Top Flight tonight. Darius Martin of Top Flight is back. It's great to see them. They started off the match with FTR, and the final three teams ended up being FTR, the Young Bucks, and Top Flight. That doesn't tell you that Top Flight is the future of the tag team division. I don't know what to tell you, man. The AEW is really high on Dante and Darius Martin, and their value is going up tremendously with the work that Dante Martin has done since Darius has been injured. And this was one of the more fun Battle Royals I've seen in years. 2.0 is the GOATs. 2.0 is the last tag team. They were the Joker in the. Was there a Joker in this Battle Royal? I don't
think there was. I don't think they're being so specific about the cards and stuff. So
yeah. Well, anyway, they got eliminated by Santana and Ortiz. Then Santana and Ortiz, I think they were both eliminated by FTR after 2.0 held on to Santana and Ortiz. So we were down to Trent, FTR, Top Flight, the Young Bucks, and I think there was somebody else in there, but I cannot remember who it was. I'm not sure. But we got great showings from a lot of people. Anthony Bowens. I was upset that Max Caster got eliminated so early in the Battle Royal. But Anthony Bowens had a really good showing in that match. So it kind of made up for that. I think they're really high on him as a singles wrestler. I think they're really high on Anthony Bowens as a singles wrestler. And he's proved it in the past couple months. But yeah. The Young Bucks won, but the MVPs were Darius Martin, no question. First match in like a year, and he looked great. He looked really great tonight. The Young Bucks to put over Top Flight as much as possible. Darius Martin even took out Nick Jackson. He even eliminated Nick Jackson. It came out to him and Matt Jackson. And Matt Jackson went low, gave him the low blow, and eliminated Darius Martin. I was so upset that he got eliminated. But before the match, I knew the Young Bucks were going to win. I knew it last week. The Young Bucks are winning. And then Red Dragon's out there celebrating with them. And Jurassic Express come out. And there's your match. Red Dragon, Young Bucks, Jurassic Express, Sunday night at the pay-per-view. Thoughts? We'll go with Cam first.
I thought this is a really fun casino battle royal. I thought this was really fun here. It's great. It's great seeing Top Flight back. Great seeing Darius Martin. Great seeing Top Flight back. Great seeing Darius Martin. I'm super happy to see those guys there. I'm very disappointed that nobody in this match used my strategy. When you use my strategy, use my strategy, or quite frankly, strategy which I think should be used, which is when your music hits, don't even come out there. Wait till the last one is in the ring, then come out and try to win the match that way, or just hide under the ring till the last one is in there. I'm very disappointed nobody used that'd be my strategy anyway. So I'm very disappointed nobody used that. But I thought this was a really fun casino battle royal. I thought the final two between the Young Bucks. And Darius Martin. I thought that was a lot of fun here, and I'm not gonna lie. When Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish came out, I thought Fish and O'Reilly were gonna get the assists. I thought Fish and O'Reilly were gonna try to help give the assist to the Young Bucks. We're gonna try to help give the assist to the Young Bucks, and I thought they were going to go in the ring and just eliminate Top Flight, just eliminate Darius Martin that way. But the final sequence between these guys were a lot of fun. Top Flight have a very bright future ahead of them, and this tag team match on Sunday is going to be absolutely bonkers.
And it's going to be a match a lot of people aren't talking about as well. It's just going to be one of those matches that it's going to be a great match. So we'll talk about it with the predictions. I don't think that one's too hard to predict, in my opinion, but we'll get to it. Very quickly before the CM Punk segment, we got a backstage segment with Chris Jericho. He was hyping up his match with Eddie Kingston. Then out of nowhere, Santana and Ortiz came into the frame, and they both gave Jericho fist pumps. I think they're setting up Chris Jericho. I think they're setting him up for the pay-per-view, man. I don't know if you got that feeling as well, but that's the feeling I got from that. You could just tell by, especially Santana's face, that, yeah, we're fucking you over Sunday. So we'll get to it when we get to the predictions. But, man, outside of the Tony Khan announcement, this was my favorite segment of the night. Not even by far the best segment of the night. CM Punk's out there, and he's talking about last week. He says he thinks it's true, and he knows it's true, but he's done some dirty stuff in the past, meaning MJF, and he's beat up Dean Malenko. He has made fun of Darby Allin's uncle. He buried Brian Pillman Jr. in his hometown. And he's seen him months and months do a lot of disgusting things. And CM Punk said he woke up this morning, splashed his face with water, and asked himself, am I the good guy? And he told himself, I sure am trying to be. So he's trying to be the good guy in this feud. And he says the only way we could talk this out is if MJF, he called him Max, if he comes down to the ring and we could discuss this. MJF comes out, no music. Love it. Love it. Little things like that. Him coming out, just walking out there, no music. Beautiful. Beautiful. So CM Punk talks about bad things he's done in the past, such as shoving alcohol down in non-alcoholic's mouth, and he's done some other bad things in the past, and he just says he's looking out for MJF, and he's sorry for letting him down. And he then dropped the microphone because he thinks MJF's about to say something, or actually he extends his hand for a handshake. I believe, yeah, he extended his hand for his handshake. MJF didn't go for the handshake. MJF went for the hug. CM Punk hugged him back, and you could tell these two were talking, exchanging words. And at that moment, I knew exactly where this was going. I think Cameron did. I think Wesley did. I think everybody watching AEW Dynamite tonight knew exactly where this was going. CM Punk got the low blow, and it was on. Heat Seeker from MJF. Out comes Spears. Out comes Wardlow. Wardlow has to give MJF the diamond ring. MJF punches Punk in the face. Throws Punk into the steel post. Punk is gushing blood. He is gushing blood on the outside, all over his face. MJF's talking smack. Sean Spears got the dog collar around CM Punk's throat. MJF takes CM Punk's blood and he wipes it all over his shirt. And he wiped it over himself when he was a little kid who met CM Punk. I don't know if anybody pointed that out, but I did. And he also said, finally, I think he said something like, I'm a snake. And, what did he say?
I'm a snake, Punk. I'm a snake, Punk, you stupid old man. The best trick the devil ever pulled was making people believe he didn't exist. And now this Sunday, Sunday, I'm going to show to you that I am the devil who... Bro, this promo was... I like that, all right? I'm sorry. I don't remember the promo word for word.
He literally quoted Punk's infamous Ring of Honor promo from many years ago, man. That gave me freaking chills. When he said, I popped huge. That was probably my favorite part of this segment was when he quoted Punk's infamous Ring of Honor promo all those years ago, man. I mean, my gosh. I mean, this is how you tell stories in professional wrestling, man. This is the 101 class you take in storytelling and professional wrestling, man. I freaking love this, man. And Joseph, I think I'm with you, man. This was probably my favorite segment of the entire show. I don't know how anybody could argue with that, really. I mean, and we all knew it was coming too. I mean, honestly, if you're a true pro wrestling fan like the three of us here, you should have seen this coming from a mile away. If you know the MJF character, you should have seen this from a mile away. As soon as he broke a little bit away from that hug, I knew a low blow was coming. It takes me back to Chris Jericho and Shawn Michaels feud all those years ago when Jericho embraced Shawn Michaels in the middle of the ring, and then he's literally crying in his shoulders. And then he kicks Shawn Michaels right in the nuts, and it was just so beautiful, man. It's such beautiful storytelling. It gave me reminiscence of that. And now tonight, man, just everything about this segment was absolute gold. And now this dog collar match Sunday, man, this is going to be a brutal match. Talk about getting bloody, man. You talk about getting bloody. This match is going to be full of blood, man. These two guys are going to maim each other. We already seen what Cody Rhodes and Brody Lee did to each other in the last dog collar match that we ever saw, and that was for the TNT title. Those two guys maimed each other there, and now these two guys, knowing the blood feud between these two, man, these guys are going to absolutely kill each other. I'm here for it, man. This was an awesome, amazing, phenomenal segment, man. I could not have done it any better. It's simple to the point. And, man, it sets this dog collar match up perfectly on Sunday.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but this not only is this going to be Cody, Brody, Lee levels violent, this is going to be Piper, Greg Valentine levels of violent. Go back, for the people that have not seen that, go back and watch Piper and Greg Valentine from Starrcade 83 on Peacock. If it's on Peacock, whatever the fuck you have, go on there and watch that match. That match is bloody as all hell. Piper and Valentine beat the piss out of each other in that match here. That is going to get this levels of violent here, and I absolutely love it, man. This segment was amazing. I told I knew, I was yelling at the TV. I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. When MJF blow Punk, because I knew what was coming. I knew since last week. I said MJF is playing CM Punk like a fiddle. He's gonna tell. He's gonna get Punk. He's gonna get all in Punk's head, and then he's gonna lower the boom, and he's gonna beat the piss out of him. This segment, my God, this segment was absolutely great, man. MJF continues to be one of the best characters in wrestling. And this is storytelling right here. But I don't know what I'm talking about because I was told by people AEW doesn't tell stories, man.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw
the internet marks. Oh, the internet marks. Oh, how we love the internet marks and what everything they say on their keyboards, man. Love it. Yeah. Those people truly don't appreciate the art of professional wrestling, man. When I see those people, I say, you know what? Those aren't true professional wrestling fans. Myself, us three all together, we're professional wrestling fans. The people watching this channel, you are true professional wrestling fans. You people out there watching us right now, talking about this amazing segment, this amazing show, you're true professional wrestling fans, man. And this is why, again, I talked about before. It's why I got off Twitter, man, because I'm tired of these stupid internet marks thinking that they know everything and that they thought this. They think they know the pro wrestling business inside and out, but in reality, they really don't, man. They just don't have a clue. But we have the clues, man. We have the answers. We have all that you need over here, man. So those internet marks, those WWE super fans, whatever you want to call them, they can get all mad and cry and moan all they want. They can get super excited for WrestleMania. I can't wait to watch Logan Paul team up with The Miz to face the Mysterios. And I also can't wait for Johnny Knoxville to face Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. Man, Vince McMahon's going to wrestle possibly? Oh, joy! Our Lord and Savior, Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Nah, see over here, Revolution is WrestleMania. Revolution is AEW is where it's at, and you need to get on board. If you're not on board already, I don't know what to tell you. We're 3 years in. You got to get on board at some point.
If you don't have this pay-per-view, if you don't already have this pay-per-view order, I think you should be. But if you don't already have this pay-per-view order, I think you should be checked into like a society, bro. Unless you just not, unless you don't have the funds for it right now, and that's cool, man. That's cool. If you ain't got the funds for it right now, that's cool. But you better be trying to find a way to watch this pay-per-view on Sunday. Go to a movie theater. Buy the pay-per-view. Stream it illegally. You better be watching this fucking pay-per-view on Sunday. Because if you don't watch this, but you watch WrestleMania, there's something wrong with you, bro. I'm sorry. There's something wrong with you.
Oh, my God. I saw a picture on Instagram, just scrolling through Instagram. Sting was helping CM Punk go to the back, and CM Punk was smiling. So, man, it's gonna be a bloodbath on Sunday, and I'll get to the match when we talk about it for the predictions in a little bit. But my God, I am so conflicted. This is the most unpredictable match in a very long time in AEW. I have no idea who is going to win this match. So I can't wait to talk about it in a few minutes. We got to finish Dynamite review. We got into women's tag team match, probably the only down of the night. Thunder Rosa and Mercedes Martinez against Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. I mean, listen, it was a decent tag team match. It was fine. Man, I just didn't like that Thunder Rosa just straight out pinned Britt Baker. I didn't like that at all. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to say it gives away the result, but I don't like that you're pinning Britt Baker 4 days before her title defense, man. Something's just sour about that. I don't know. I need you guys want to talk about it first.
I'm gonna agree with you. I thought it was stupid. I don't know why. Like Jamie Hayter is in this match. I don't understand why Jamie Hayter couldn't have. I don't know why Jamie Hayter couldn't have taken the pin. I don't know why it had to be Britt Baker. But I did think that was stupid. I was like, so they just pinned Britt Baker. So okay, I did think that was stupid.
Wes.
Yeah, I agree with both of y'all. If there's one negative to pull from this show tonight, it's this. Don't know why in the world you had Thunder Rosa hit her finisher on Britt Baker and pin her clean in the middle of the ring ahead of their title match on Sunday. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. That to me is WWE main roster booking, and I don't like that. I don't want that on my AEW programming. We need to cut that out. We just need to cut that out. But it's not that big. It's not the end of the world or anything, of course. But like it's just. Who knows? Thunder Rosa could still be winning Sunday for all we know. But I feel like they really could have gone about this in a better fashion. I don't mind that the tag team match. I don't mind, and the match itself was okay for what it was. I just wish that Jamie Hayter would have ended up getting pinned at the end of this because I mean she's expendable. She can take the pin. She'll be fine. It's not going to matter. But having Britt Baker, your AEW Women's World Champion, lose clean, middle of the ring against her opponent at the pay-per-view on Sunday, it's not a good look, man. And honestly, it gets me a little less excited for that match. I mean, I'm still looking forward to it. It should still be a really solid match, but it gets me less excited now because now I've seen Britt get pinned. It gets me more in the mindset of, well, now I think there's a very low chance that Thunder Rosa wins, but we'll get more into that when we get into the preview predictions, of course. But it just gets me less excited. It makes me think that it's now going to go this way when this whole entire time I thought it was going to go this other way. So, again, we'll talk more about it when we get into the predictions. But, yeah, this was definitely a down for me on this show tonight. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I did not like that. It left a sour taste in my mouth. So we'll talk about it in a little bit. But we got Wardlow. A weekly Wardlow match. Love it, man. He is so over. He faced Cesar Bononi tonight. It's good to see him. 3 power bombs. 1, 2, 3. Wardlow got his hand raised. In the background, you could see Shawn Spears trying to hit Cesar Bononi with the steel chair. Wardlow grabbed the steel chair and threw it outside the ring. And Spears and Wardlow got in each other's faces. And this led to a backstage segment where Spears was still like, I still love you, and I got some great news. He brings over MJF, who says, I heard you got in a little scuffle with Spears, but that's okay. If you win the Face of the Revolution ladder match on Sunday and you happen to become the new TNT champion, I will give you the TNT championship. So Wardlow's surprised, and MJF says, it's not like you're going to get the job done anyway. And Wardlow says, that's because I've been having to help you win all of your matches. And MJF slapped the shit out of Wardlow, man. And he screamed at his face, you don't work for AEW. You work for me. You're not a professional wrestler. You're a bodyguard. And if you don't do as what I say, I swear, you and your family will be on the streets. Dude, it's happening. I'll get to it in a little bit, but I don't want to spoil it. It's happening. It's got to happen. I think Sunday's the day.
Yep.
Wes?
Yeah, it's man, Wardlow, after seeing tonight especially, man, like, oh man, the more that the more fumes that like Wardlow continues to build up inside of him, the more anger he continues to build up inside of him, man. He's gonna let all that out when he turns on the Pinnacle, man. I mean, this guy is ready to just whoop so much ass, man, and I'm so here for it. My gosh, I mean, like, I love this backstage segment. This was amazing. MJF, of course, doing his amazing heel work. And man, I mean, he already gave us a freaking goated segment earlier in the show, and now he's giving us another great backstage segment here. And man, this was phenomenal. I cannot wait for Sunday, man. And progression more and more of this Wardlow face turn, man, and him breaking away from MJF and the Pinnacle. It's awesome. I love it. And man, I mean, I've been all here for it this entire run, and I cannot wait to see what else they have in store as we progress through it more. But yeah, Wardlow's definitely whooping so much Pinnacle ass sooner rather than later.
Cam?
Oh man, I thought this was. Oh man, I love this segment a lot. I thought this was great. Wardlow. I mean, Wardlow is going to beat the piss out of everybody in the Pinnacle. It's coming, and we are all going to rejoice. We are all going to rejoice when it happens. Everybody's going to pop huge when it happens, man. I can't wait, man, because you can tell the turn. Can you feel it? Can you feel the turn coming? Do you feel that turn coming, man? It's an exciting feeling when you know that a turn is coming. It's so exciting when you know that a turn is coming. I cannot wait for this, man. Wardlow's going to beat the piss out of everybody, and I cannot wait.
I'm super excited, man. Super excited. We're all going to talk about it in a little bit. We got some match announcements, though. Not one match. We're getting 2 matches for the buy-in on Sunday. We're getting Layla Hirsch versus Chris Statlander, and we're getting QT Marshall versus Hook. I know that place is going to go insane for Hook on Sunday. That's a really good buy-in, man. 2 matches that build up for a long time.
Well, quite frankly, quality television Marshall should be on the actual pay-per-view, but
Yeah.
that's just me.
Yeah, I agree. So we got that in the buy-in. Friday night, Rampage. It's looking good, man. It's looking not too bad. We're getting the triple threat everybody was asking for. We're not getting it at the pay-per-view because we're getting that 6-man tag, but we're getting Darby Allin, Andrade, Sammy Guevara for the TNT title. We're getting it Friday, and we're getting the 6-man on Sunday. Maybe got the match, man. I'm not complaining. I get to see that in person, but I think that's going to be an awesome. They're going to kill it. I think. To give them 20 minutes. I think they're going to kill it. We got Keith Lee in action. They're calling it a warm-up match before the Face of the Revolution ladder match. We got Serena Diva in action, and the final Face of the Revolution qualifying match. We got. It's going to be a tongue twister. Ethan Page versus Christian Cage. We're getting that match Friday night, so it should be a good match. I'm excited for Rampage. I'll be there vlogging Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so better not miss it. Be sure to subscribe. Main event, Hangman Page, John Silva, and Alex Reynolds against Adam Cole and Red Dragon. I thought it was a fun 6-man tag. Very predictable outcome. Alex Reynolds was unfortunately the odd man out in this one. He was going to eat the pin. Adam Cole with the boom gets the win after the match. Adam Cole continues to attack Alex Reynolds. Hangman Page comes in there, and all 3, Cole and Red Dragon, they beat up Hangman Page. They take out Silver. They take out Reynolds. And they tape Hangman Page to the top rope, and we're getting Adam Cole talking smack to him. They're laying out Silver in front of Hangman. Hangman is defenseless. Adam Cole goes to grab the world title, shoves it in Hangman's face, and he kicks Adam Cole. Adam Cole hits a super kick, 2 super kicks, and then he puts the title on Hangman Page and pats it on him. And that's the way Dynamite ended tonight. Really fun 6-man tag. And Adam Cole, last man standing. He was the last man standing tonight. What did you guys think? And then we'll get into these 11-match predictions.
I thought this was a fun. I thought this was a fun 6-man tag to close out the night here. But I'm not going to focus too much on the match. I'm just going to focus on the post match here. I'm just going to focus on the post match. I thought the post match stuff was real good, and Adam Cole. I thought the post match was real good with Adam Cole being the last man standing. I cannot wait for Hangman Page and Adam Cole. But yeah, and I cannot wait for Adam Cole and Hangman Page at Revolution.
Wes?
I thought this was a very enjoyable 6-man tag main event here. Adam Cole obviously getting the big win here ahead of his world title match against Hangman on Sunday. I love the post-match stuff. Adam Cole and Red Dragon taping Hangman to the ropes and taking out Silver and Reynolds right in front of them. And Adam Cole delivering a couple of super kicks to Hangman, knocking him out and letting Hangman know that this title is mine on Sunday. Love it, man. It sets up that main event perfectly. And it was announced earlier today, too, that will be the main event on Sunday. So I'm very much looking forward to it, as it should. Main event. It's the world title match. Got Hangman Page and Adam Cole in there. Those 2 guys are going to kill it. So many matches, and pretty much just about every match on this card on Sunday is going to kill it, man. I'm super excited. AEW, you did a tremendous job tonight, getting us all excited one last time on the Go Home show tonight. I am so excited. And I know Joseph is excited to be there live. Cameron's excited as well, man. It's going to be a great, great night of professional wrestling. And it's just great to have a company that always gives us such a great pro wrestling product at the end of the day. And, folks, it looks like that'll do it for that Dynamite review.
Yeah, but we're not done yet because it was an awesome episode. We had an amazing episode of Dynamite tonight. Amazing. And it's going to lead up to, in my opinion, AEW's biggest pay-per-view ever, Revolution, this coming Sunday. We got 11 matches to talk about here. 2 on the buy-in and 9 matches on the main card. Gentlemen, we just hit the 50-minute mark on this recording. I think we're ready to get started on these predictions, shall we?
Do it.
All right, so first match, they announced it on the buy. We'll get to the buy-in matches first. Layla Hirsch versus Chris Statlander. Rivalry's been going on for quite a while now. Layla Hirsch has officially turned heel. I think it's a good thing that she's turned heel. Chris Statlander, I feel like she's established. She's already one of the top female stars in the division. Layla Hirsch is getting her feet wet, and I think a win over Statlander would be good for her. So, for that reason, I'm taking Layla Hirsch. Let's go to Cam.
I'm in agreement with you here. I hope Layla Hirsch wins. You guys know I'm a big Layla Hirsch fan. You guys know that. So I hope Layla Hirsch wins. On Sunday. And depending on what's going to happen with the AEW Women's Championship match, we'll talk about that when we get there. Thunder Rosa is going to need, spoiler alert, Thunder Rosa is going to need challengers, and I think Layla Hirsch can be a nice challenger. Maybe not on a pay-per-view, but like on an episode of Dynamite, Fighter Fest, somewhere around those lines. I think Layla Hirsch could be a great opponent for Thunder Rosa and a great challenger for Thunder Rosa. So I got Layla Hirsch winning here, so I think she should win. Chris Statlander will be fine, but I really think Layla Hirsch needs a big win here against Chris Statlander.
And Wes, your pick, I'm going to get a bottle of water.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with both of you guys. I do believe legit Layla Hirsch will pick up the victory over Chris Statlander on the buy-in on Sunday. Rivalry, of course, as we know, has been building up for quite a while. Layla Hirsch already has a victory over Red Velvet, and so now here she is going up one-on-one finally against Chris Statlander. Loving the new fresh heel turn out of Layla Hirsch. I do believe this is what's best for her character and for her character development, and I do believe a win over Chris Statlander will do her wonders. And like you said, Cameron, I think Chris Statlander will be fine. She's already established in AEW. This won't hurt her in any way. This won't hurt her stock. Losing to Layla Hirsch. So I do believe legit Layla Hirsch will come out the winner on Sunday.
So we're all in agreement that Layla Hirsch is going to be Chris Statlander. I think we're going to be all in agreement in this match too. QT Marshall versus Hook. QT Marshall has 2 jobs in this match. Sell his ass off for Hook and put him over. It's as simple as that. The crowd's going to go crazy for Hook. They're going to go crazy for everything he does. And I think Hook is going to beat QT Marshall. I think they're going to have a very good match. I think QT is the right guy to have a very good match with Hook. I think Hook's going to win. QT is going to sell his ass off for Hook, though. That's for sure. I got Hook. I'm pretty sure Wes does and Cam does too. But let's get their thoughts.
I can't believe you're doing QT Marshall dirty like that, man. I mean, the GOAT. You're really going to do the GOAT dirty like that, bro? Marshall, man, the leader of the factory. Come on, Joseph. Come on. I mean, like let's make it a little fair here. All right, come on. But no, in all seriousness, we know who's winning. We know who's winning this. But it's like I've been talking about. This is a perfect way to get people excited at the very beginning of the show before all the main festivities start on the main show. We get Hook in there, gets a big pop from the crowd in Orlando, and he'll get the win over QT. QT will sell very nicely for Hook, like we were talking about, and it'll be it's a great first feud for Hook, because again the backstory between the 2 men, and just the match itself should be a really entertaining one. So obviously the winner here will be our boy Hook.
Cam?
Hook is winning. Hook is beating QT here. Perfect first opponent, perfect opponent, perfect first opponent for Hook to be in there with QT. QT Marshall. He's going to go in there. He's going to make Hook look. He's going to make Hook look like $1,000,000. And at the end of the day, Hook is going to win. So Hook is beating QT Marshall here. So Hook is beating QT Marshall here. If you think otherwise, I got a bridge I can say. I'm gonna just say that. If you think otherwise, I got a bridge for sale here. Make sure you DM me on Twitter. So make sure you DM me. Make sure you message me on Twitter so I can give you details about that bridge I got for sale. If you think Hook is losing, FYI.
Let's dive into this main card, man. 9 matches. And I'm not being biased here because I'm just going to the show. I think you look at this show up and down. I think this is the best pay-per-view card AEW's ever put on. It's very impressive because this show does not have Cody Rhodes, and this show does not have Kenny Omega. And I think this is probably the best card that AEW has put on pay-per-view wise. If you guys might agree with me on that, might not, what are your thoughts?
It's definitely, it could be the best. It's definitely one of the best they've ever put on for sure. I mean, you can't look at that card and not be impressed by it if you're a true professional wrestling fan. So, regardless, whether you think it's the best, whether you don't think it's the best, if you're an AEW fan, if you're excited for Sunday, this should definitely excite you just looking up and down that card. So there you go.
It's amazing, man, because I thought All Out and I thought Full Gear were not going to be able to be touched. I think those are two of the best pay-per-views, in particular All Out. I think that is the best pay-per-view AEW has ever put on because not only did you have a lot of great wrestling, but you had a lot of great moments on that show. And now looking at this show here, I think this show has All Out beat, and it's great. You know what AEW pay-per-views remind me of? You remember the NXT. You remember the NXT Takeover cards? How they used to load those shows up. We used to go, damn. Used to be 5 matches, 2 hours, in and out. They loaded that show up with some great wrestling, and it ended up being a great show. That is what these shows remind me of now. These pay-per-view shows are the new takeover. These pay-per-view shows are the new takeovers. They just have a couple more matches on them.
Great. Remember when they used to be great, man? I miss those days. Can we go back to those days too? I mean, I'd love to have NXT TakeOver still mean something in this day and age, but unfortunately, we're in the NXT 2.0 era, and I'm completely unaware of what's going on over there. I see little bits and pieces, but man, oh man, take me back to those days, please.
Please.
Golly.
Yeah. Well, I kind of do agree with that. I do agree with that. It's just more matches, but I think the perfect way. By the way, Dax Harwood is trolling people on Twitter saying that he's going to retire because they lost tonight.
Dax Harwood is great.
FTR is great, man. If you're not a fan of FTR, then what's wrong with you? Come
on. I think the perfect way to start off this show would be Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley. People are going to be very hyped for this match. People love Moxley. People love Danielson. I think this is probably the best way you can open up this show. This match is going to be hard hitting with a capital H. Hard hitting and very physical. There's going to be blood because they're going to bleed together. There's absolutely going to be blood in this match. And looking back on it, this might be the best match on the entire show. There's so many matches, though, that you can debate what's going to be the best, what's not going to be the best. So much. But I don't know, man. I really think this could be the best match of the night. It's so hard to – it's kind of hard for me to predict this one a little bit. So I'm going to give it to Cam first.
This one's a tough one for me to predict, too. But I keep going back to the idea of Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley having a faction together in AEW. And what Moxley said a couple weeks ago, or Moxley said, before I team with you, I need to bleed with you. Before I team with you, I need to bleed with you. I keep coming back to that line. I don't know if that was the exact line or not, but I keep going back to that segment and what it meant. And I got a feeling here And so I have a feeling here that we're going to see Bryan Danielson beat Jon Moxley. That's my prediction. I think Danielson beats Moxley, and I think the next, and I think the next, and I think on the next episode, I think the Dynamite after Revolution, we're going to start to see that team form because Bryan is going to earn Moxley's respect or something like that. But I think Danielson, but I got Danielson beating Moxley. I'm going with Danielson.
West.
Oh, it looks like we got the first disagreement of the predictions. I do not believe Danielson will be winning. Danielson's my boy, as y'all know, but I do not believe he will be coming out the victor on Sunday, as I do believe Jon Moxley will prevail and win in his first big feud back, coming back after taking the break and everything. I do believe that he's going to come out the winner in this matchup here. I'm super excited for this, man. These are two guys that are two of my absolute favorites in professional wrestling, man. I adore both men very much, and I think both these guys are going to beat the living hell out of each other, and it's going to be so much fun to watch, and I hope they do it for as long as humanly possible, because I want all of this. Give me it tenfold, give me it so many times. I don't care. But I do believe this matchup is going to be awesome, but also at the same time, I do believe that Jon Moxley will win. Will they form a tag team after this? Who knows? I certainly wouldn't mind seeing it. I think that would be great. I think a Moxley-Danielson tag team would be super dangerous and super fun. But I do believe Jon Moxley will win over Bryan Danielson on Sunday.
See, I don't see Moxley in a faction. He's a lone wolf type of guy who goes in it on his own. And something tells me this feud's continuing past Revolution. This feud is going it possibly is going all the way to the next pay-per-view, Double or Nothing, which is more like 2.5 months away. So I think they got time to stretch this feud all the way out until Double or Nothing. And I think the faction is going to start to form throughout the weeks to the rematch at Double or Nothing or on Dynamite whenever they do it. Man, give me Danielson. Give me Bryan Danielson to win this match. I'm agreeing with Cam. I'm taking Bryan Danielson to win this match. I think this is going to continue the feud. So, I'm taking. Were you going to say something, Cam?
No, I wasn't gonna say I wasn't gonna say anything, but with the news that Ring of Honor now, but with the news now that Tony Khan owns Ring of Honor, with Bryan Danielson talking about how he wants to build the future of AEW. What if we see Bryan Danielson take? What if Moxley rejects the idea of a Bryan faction, and and Danielson being salty over it? What if we see him go to ROH and recruit some guys there to take out John? What if we see him go to Ring of Honor and recruit some guys there to take out Jon Moxley? Like some of the young lions there that we haven't really seen, like a Josh Woods, for example, who's the pure champion. What if we see him show up and attack Jon Moxley? Some of these young guys in Ring of Honor. What if we see something like that? I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. But what if we see that?
Hey, I mean, so many possibilities with this Ring of Honor relationship now. It's crazy, but could happen. It might not, but I'm taking Danielson, and Wesley is on the opposite side of us. He's taking Moxley.
You would think in a match with Bryan Danielson, I'd be on Danielson's side, but I gotta go with Mox on this one too. Another thing to think about too, Moxley's never defeated Danielson one-on-one. He's never defeated Bryan Danielson. That's something else to think about too. So I think if he's gonna beat him for the first time, I think this is the stage to do it, AEW Revolution. But you guys are going with Danielson. I respect it. It's okay it's all right to disagree. Cause see, we're grown over here. We're grown. We're not going to be arguing like the little trolls on Twitter. We're not going to be arguing like that. We're not going to be all immature about it. See, we're mature. We're professionals around here on the Big Fight Field channel. So I respect y'all's decision, but I got to go with Moxley at the end of the day.
Let's get to the next match. Face of the Revolution ladder match. The last spot's going to be determined Friday between Ethan Page and Christian Cage. Personally, I think Ethan Page is getting that spot. That's my personal prediction. But he's not winning. Going into tonight's show, I would have told you that Wardlow was going to win the ladder match. I've now changed my mind because of what happened in that backstage interview. I think Shawn Spears is going to cost him the match. I think Shawn Spears is going to have a hand in this. I think he's going to try to help Wardlow, but at the end, he'll like hit him with a steel chair or something, and he'll take out Wardlow. And I think he's going to cost Wardlow this match, and um, it's going to play out a result later on with the dog collar match. So Wardlow is not winning this ladder match on Sunday. So who do I think is going to win this match? I think Keith Lee should win this match. What a great way to bring Keith Lee into AEW. Then they had him destroy Isaiah Cassidy. What a great way to have him come into AEW, win that Face of the Revolution ladder match, and when he has his shot for the TNT title, he wins the TNT Championship. What a great way that would be to bring him in AEW and get his feet wet into AEW. I think that would be awesome. I would not be mad at all if Wardlow won, but I'm taking Keith Lee. I'm going to take Keith Lee to win this. So, see it from Wes.
All right. Well, I definitely can see that happening. So that's a scenario I can definitely see happening. And if Keith Lee won, I'd be a very, very happy man. No doubt about it. I love me some Keith Lee. But, I'm going to go with the decision I've been going with for the longest time now, ever since the ladder match has been announced and everything, and all the teases with Wardlow and everything, and the storyline with the Pinnacle and MJF. I do believe Wardlow is still going to win. I am going with Wardlow to win the ladder match. But I do like that point you brought up, Joseph. I can see that happening as well. I can see Shawn Spears coming in there, costing it for Wardlow, having it play a little bit of a factor in the dog collar match between CM Punk and MJF. We shall see what happens, but I'm going to go ahead and just go with Mr. Mayhem himself, Wardlow.
Yeah, it's either going to be that. It's either going to be Wardlow gets effed over in the ladder match, or he wins the ladder match and he accidentally gets effed over in the TNT title match. It's going to be one of those two things. I'm going with option one. He's going to get effed over in the ladder match on Sunday. Cam?
This one, I thought I had this one figured out here because before the backstage segment we saw tonight with MJF and Wardlow, I was going with Wardlow. I was going with Wardlow to win. I was going with Wardlow to win. I thought the story would have been, Wardlow winning winning the ladder match. And remember a couple weeks ago, I don't remember. But remember what MJF said to Wardlow. He said, any championships opportunities you get, they go directly to me. They go directly to me. And I thought that would have been the breaking point. Wardlow just would have absolutely killed everybody in the Pinnacle because he did not want to give up that title shot. But that backstage promo threw a wrench in my plans. I'm not gonna lie. But I still think Wardlow is walking out. I still think Wardlow is walking out as the number one contender for the TNT title. I got Wardlow winning here. I have Wardlow winning here. But here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Wardlow wins the ladder match. He does something in the match that inadvertently costs MJF in the dog collar match. MJF loses that. He blames Wardlow. A couple of weeks, next night on Dynamite, a couple weeks later on Dynamite, MJF goes, "Oh, you remember that stipulation I put in the contract? Yeah, since you cost me against CM Punk at Revolution, I'm gonna take back that clause. That now becomes my championship." And I think that's where Wardlow snaps and beats the piss out of everybody. Either way, I think Wardlow is walking out of here the number one contender for the TNT title. So I'm going with Wardlow.
All right. So I'm going with Keith Lee. You two are going with Wardlow. We shall see who wins. Ty Conti, Jade Cargill, TBS Championship. I really don't have an explanation for this. It should be a good match. Tay Conti should probably get a really good match out of Jade, but Jade's winning. There's no way she loses here. I'm taking Jade.
And I as well. I'm going with Jade Cargill myself. I do believe Ty Conti will bring a pretty good match out of Jade Cargill. I will say this. I did enjoy the Anna Jade Cargill match for the TBS. I honestly thought that match was a pretty good match when they clashed. So I believe with Anna Jay's best friend Ty Conti, I do believe that she will also bring a good match out of Jade Cargill. But ultimately, in the end, I do believe Jade Cargill is retaining the title and keeping her undefeated streak going while being TBS champion. So I'm going with Jade Cargill to retain the TBS title on Sunday.
Cam?
Jade Cargill wins. Jade Cargill retains the TBS championship on Sunday.
Yep. Chris Jericho versus Eddie Kingston. Now, this is personally a match I think people are sleeping on. I'm actually very excited for this match and to see how this plays out. But I think what I saw from tonight, I think the finish, Santana and Ortiz, is going to cost Chris Jericho this match. And Eddie Kingston is going to get his much-deserved first win on an AEW pay-per-view. He's faced Moxley, lost. Miro, lost. CM Punk, lost. And back at Double or Nothing, he teamed with Moxley to face the Young Bucks, and he lost. I think he deserves a win on pay-per-view. I think he gets it on Sunday with the help of Santana and Ortiz. Wes?
I also believe that Eddie Kingston will be picking up the win on Sunday over Chris Jericho, and I do believe as well that Santana Ortiz will play a factor as when it comes to the results. I do believe that they will help Eddie Kingston. They will screw over Chris Jericho in the end, and I agree with Joseph. I do believe that is a sleeper match. I do believe more people really need to keep their eyes open for this match too, because I do believe Jericho and Kingston will put on a very, very solid showing when they do meet up in the ring, and I do believe Eddie Kingston will get past Chris Jericho, and he'll win the big one. He'll win his first ever match on an AEW pay-per-view, and I think it's going to be a really good showing. And so I'm going with Eddie Kingston as well to win this match over Chris Jericho.
I think we're all in the same boat here. I got Eddie Kingston winning this match too. Eddie Kingston is in desperate need of a big win, in my opinion. I think he needs a really big one here. I think Jericho's the perfect, and I think Chris Jericho's the perfect opponent for him to win up against. Jericho's bulletproof. Chris Jericho losing this match does nothing to him. Jericho's bulletproof. But Eddie Kingston desperately needs a big one here, so I'm going with Eddie Kingston. I think Eddie Kingston beats. I'm going with Eddie Kingston. I think Eddie Kingston beats Chris Jericho on Sunday.
Let's get to the tag team titles, the triple threat for the tag team titles: Young Bucks, Red Dragon, Jurassic Express. This is going to be a banger. If you were sleeping on this match, you're sadly mistaking yourself. These three tag teams are going to kill it. I'm very excited for this match. Predictable outcome. It might not be bad, but obviously the Young Bucks and Red Dragon, they're going to be worried about taking each other out. That's going to leave Jurassic Express scoop in there, get the win, retain the tag team titles. I'm taking Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus to win on Sunday.
I completely agree. I do believe that Jurassic Express will be retaining the tag titles on Sunday, and I do believe we're also going to get eventually down the line the Young Bucks versus Red Dragon in a tag team match. Maybe they build that up for Double or Nothing going into May in Las Vegas. We'll see what happens there. But when you do Young Bucks versus Red Dragon, it doesn't have to be for the tag team titles. You can just do that match. If you just put that match on any card, I think people are going to be very satisfied at the end of the day getting a tag team match with Red Dragon and the Young Bucks. But yeah, I do believe that Jurassic Express is going to take advantage of the Young Bucks and Red Dragon being too worried about each other, and they're going to pick up the win and retain the AEW World Tag Team titles on Sunday.
Okay. I'm going the opposite way. I think Fish and O'Reilly will win the AEW Tag Team Championships on Sunday. Here's why. I think Fish and O'Reilly win the tag team titles on Sunday to cause even more friction, even more dissension between the Young Bucks, between Adam Cole and the Young Bucks and Red Dragon. I think Red Dragon win the titles on Sunday. That causes a bit more friction there between them. Furthers the split even more. So it furthers the split even more, and that could be your tag team championship match at Double or Nothing. So I got Fish and O'Reilly walking out tag team champions.
I'm surprised you said that. I'm actually very surprised. I don't think Jurassic Express is going to lose this early. They just won the tag team titles over. Um, they just won the tag team titles over the Lucha Bros, and to win those titles, I think that spot is saved for Santana and Ortiz. So I'm taking Jurassic Express, but Cam is going with Red Dragon. Um, a match that I thought all of us was going to be taking Thunder Rosa. Might not be the case after tonight. It is Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker, DMD, for the Women's Championship. It's a very hard match to predict now. Britt Baker lost clean to Thunder Rosa tonight, but I'm still taking Thunder Rosa. Britt Baker has had a tremendous reign with the Women's Championship. Probably my favorite reign from any Women's Champions in AEW would be Britt Baker. She had a lot of great matches, but I think the Women's division, I think it needs a new champion, man. I'm going with Thunder Rosa, and I'm going with Thunder Rosa to win the Women's Championship. It's as simple as that. And I think we're going to start the breakup between Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. I think we start that sooner rather than later. So in that case, I gotta take Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, it's made it more difficult for me after tonight, like to really choose this match. But Joseph, I think I might have to go with you here. Still, I'm gonna have to go with my girl Thunder Rosa. I do believe we're gonna get a title change on Sunday. I think we will crown Thunder Rosa the new AEW Women's World Champion, despite her pinning Britt Baker clean in the middle of the ring tonight on Dynamite. I do believe still that Thunder Rosa will become the new AEW Women's World Champion on Sunday. And like you said, we do need a change of pace with the Women's World Title. And Britt Baker's had a tremendous run, probably the best run by far out of any other AEW Women's World Champion. She's carried that brand, that women's division, for so long now, ever since Double or Nothing back in 2021. And I do believe it's time for a change. And I do believe that change is Thunder Rosa. I just don't really know personally in my head who else you could really turn to really carry the women's division going forward in a different light. So I do believe Thunder Rosa will become the new champion on Sunday.
I do think Thunder Rosa will become the new AEW Women's Champion, but I think it happens at a little show called Double or Nothing. I don't think it happens at Revolution. I'm going with Britt Baker to win this match here. As you guys are doing your predictions, and later on, in the earlier tonight, I was trying to think to myself, why on earth would why on earth would they have Thunder Rosa pin Britt Baker here? And I might be completely wrong with this, but if I had to take a guess here, you guys remember the story with Britt Baker and Riho going into the match? It was, going into the match was being built up as Britt Baker had never beaten Riho. Then she beat Riho at Battle of the Belts. That feud kind of moved on. I'm thinking here the story they're trying to tell here is that Britt Baker has never beaten Thunder Rosa. She didn't win. She lost the Lights Out match, right? She didn't win that one against her.
Yeah, but she beat her at Beach Break last year. That
completely fucks up my story there because I forgot Britt Baker because I forgot that she won at Beach Break. That completely fucks up my story. All right. Well, anyway, I'm still going with Britt Baker to win this match here, and I think they're gonna try to get Britt Baker to a year as AEW Women's Champion. I do not think Britt Baker wins clean. I think we get a screw job. Type finish here. I think Thunder Rosa is going to come real close to winning the championship, but something's going to happen. Jamie Hayter is going to cost Thunder Rosa. Jamie Hayter might get involved. Rebel might get involved. Britt Baker might cheat. Britt Baker might cheat. Thunder Rosa might pass out, but you can see, Thunder Rosa might pass out, and that may be a way they can continue this feud even more. I don't know, but I think Britt Baker is winning this match here, and I think Thunder Rosa is winning the title at Double or Nothing. If I had to take a guess.
Look at Cam on the opposite side of us again. But it's going to be on the opposite side of this match. 6-man tornado match. You got Andrade, Matt Hardy, and Isaiah Cassidy facing Sting, Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara. I actually think this is going to be a really fun match. A really fun match. Um, just lots of chaos. Sammy, Darby Allin, they're gonna go insane. Andrade's gonna work his ass off. Isaiah Cassidy's gonna work his ass off. You're gonna get some cool spots out of Sting and Matt Hardy. I think this is gonna be a really fun match. But I think Isaiah Cassidy is gonna get the win. I'm just kidding. Nah, he's not gonna get the win for the AHFO. Unfortunately, he's the odd man out on this one. What I do think is going to happen is they're going to be getting their ass beat. Matt Hardy is going to leave the match. He's going to walk out. It's going to leave Andrade and Isaiah Cassidy in a 2-on-3 situation. And unfortunately, Isaiah Cassidy is going to take the pin on Sunday, leaving the baby faces with the win. So I'm taking Sting, Darby, and Sammy Guevara.
Okay.
I completely agree. I do believe Darby, Sammy, and Sting will be prevailing over the AHFO on Sunday. Like you said, Joseph, it should be a really fun match. And now, personally, if it were up to me, I probably would switch this match and the TNT title triple threat match on Friday. I would personally switch where the Tornado Trios match was on Rampage and the triple threat was on Revolution, but it is what it is. Still very much looking forward to that triple threat on Friday, and it's going to be a live Rampage too, and I love me some live Rampage episodes. But I do also think that Darby, Sammy, and Sting will win on Sunday. It should be very fun. It's a tornado style trios match, the first ever in AEW history. So I think these 6 men are really going to deliver on a big note. I also do think that Isaiah Cassidy will eat the pinfall in the match. I can definitely see Matt Hardy walking out once again since he's been really fed up with his entire unit lately with the AHFO. Sammy, Darby, and Sting will come out the winners on Sunday.
Okay. I'm with you guys here. I think I'm with you guys there. I think Sammy Darby and Sting are winning on Sunday. Are winning on Sunday. Isaiah Cassidy, I could see taking the fall here, and I'm with you guys. And I'm with you guys. I see a scenario playing out in my mind where Andrade, where AHFFO lose the match on Sunday. We all know they're losing. I see a scenario where they lose the match on Sunday, and then on the next Dynamite, Andrade kicks Matt Hardy out the A. Andrade kicks Matt Hardy out the A. Fuck, it's a hard word to say out the AHFO. I can see that scenario. I see that scenario happening. I see that scenario happening where Andrade kicks Matt Hardy out the AHFO, and that leads to Jeff Hardy. And that leads to Jeff Hardy because he should be free on next one because he should be free on Dynamite Wednesday. That leads to Jeff Hardy making the save, and we get the Hardy Boys reunion in AEW that way. But Sammy, Sting, and Darby are winning this match here, and they're probably going to pin Isaiah Cassidy. Isaiah Cassidy gets pinned all the time, so you can, he gets pinned all the time. So you can pin him again here. So you can pin him again here, quite frankly. But I do think this match is going to be a lot of fun. I just don't think this match should be on pay-per-view. I'm with Wesley here. I'm with Wesley, and I said that last week. I would Wesley. I said that last week. I would have swapped these two. To me, this should be headlining Rampage, and the triple threat match should be headlining, and the triple threat match should be on Revolution. That's just me, though.
It'd be crazy if Jeff Hardy just pops up on the pay-per-view Sunday. Can you imagine how loud that building at the Edition Financial Arena is going to be? Holy smokes. I don't think it's going to happen, but my God, that would be freaking crazy. But yeah, we're all going to baby faces here. Dog collar match. The match I'm looking forward to the most. This is going to be war. This is going to be a bloodbath. If you do not like blood, this is not your match. CM Punk, MJF. Told you guys earlier, I saw a picture on Instagram. CM Punk walking backstage with blood over his face. He had a smile on his face. He was smiling. He is going to beat the piss out of MJF. There's going to be so much blood. And my final prediction, there's going to be a point in the match where MJF needs Wardlow's help. And Wardlow is just going to stand there. And therefore, MJF is going to lose to CM Punk. The entire Pinnacle is going to come out. They're going to get frustrated at Wardlow. And Sunday night is the night that Wardlow is going to beat the piss out of the entire Pinnacle. And more importantly, MJF. So I think Sunday night is the night. And if it's not Sunday, I don't know when it happens. But with that being said, CM Punk wins the dog collar match. The brutal dog collar match.
I also think Mr. CM Punk will prevail as the victor on Sunday as well. Like you said, Joseph, this will be a bloodbath. This will be an absolute just carnage, just big mayhem, just chaotic, whatever adjective you can come up with for this match. These two guys are just going to absolutely kill each other on Sunday, man. And and it's one of those matches I'm most looking forward to for sure on Sunday. The way they've built up this feud between MJF and CM Punk over all this time has been absolutely tremendous. I would not change a thing about it. I think they have been doing masterful work with the storytelling in this feud. And I believe it's now going to come to fruition here with this match on Sunday. But I do believe CM Punk is going to win over MJF. But this will not hurt MJF in the long haul. MJF is a made man in AEW by this point, man. MJF is definitely, as obviously, one of the biggest stars in that entire company. And no doubt about it, he's going to be built up to the very, very top of this company and of this industry. But I do believe Punk will get his win back on Sunday in the dog collar match. But man, oh man, what a bloodbath this is going to be.
There's been so much emotion and such amazing booking 101 storytelling. This has been one of my favorite rivalries in AEW history. From the promo they had on Thanksgiving Eve to the match with Wardlow to the match with Spears to the promo before their match in Chicago to the match in Chicago where MJF beat him twice, and then the last week's segment and the segment tonight, all leading up to this dog collar match. It has been magnificent. And I think Sunday night's the conclusion. Punk wins. Cam?
I think Punk wins. I'm with you guys. I think Punk. I'm with you guys. I think Punk wins on Sunday. I think Punk wins on Sunday because of Wardlow. I think Wardlow's going to do something in this match that costs MJF. I don't know if he's going to do Joseph idea where he just stands there and refuses to help him. I don't know if Wardlow's going to try to come out, and I don't know if Wardlow's going to come out and he tries to help MJF, but it backfires. Either way, I think Wardlow is costing MJF this match on Sunday. And I cannot wait for this match personally, man. This is going to be a ton of fun. This is just going to be this is going to be a ton of fun. Bloody as all hell. I cannot wait. My God. Can Sunday hurry up and get here, please? I cannot wait for this match here. My God.
And the final match we have to talk about, the main event, the big one, the AEW World Championship, Adam Cole versus Hangman Page. Man, I would love, no disrespect to Hangman Page, I would love to see Adam Cole win the world title on Sunday. I know it's not happening, but I would just love to see it happen. I think Hangman Page is going to retain. I think Red Dragon is going to get involved. I could see another scenario where the Young Bucks come out and they just stand there. They don't attack Hangman Page like Red Dragon does. I think they just stand there, and it puts another hole into the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Red Dragon, Adam Cole feud that's going to probably happen as soon as Kenny Omega comes back. I think Hangman Page wins. He wins. He's going to retain and still the AEW World Champion. Wes?
I completely agree. I do believe Hangman Page will be retaining the AEW World title on Sunday. Now, Adam Cole, no doubt about it, will be AEW World Champion at some point. I mean,
Yes.
I don't know how in the world don't put a world title on that man. The guy's won championship gold everywhere he's gone, like he said on many of his promos. and it's going to be no different here in AEW, but he's not going to win it this Sunday. It's just not going to be this Sunday night in Orlando, Florida at Revolution, as I do believe Hangman Page will be retaining the World Championship against Adam Cole. I'm very much looking forward to this match as well. One of the other matches I'm most looking forward to. I think these guys are going to kill it. I think these guys are going to put on a tremendous showing. The crowd's going to eat it up, but Hangman Page will remain the AEW World Champion at the end of the day.
Cam.
Hangman Page beats Adam Cole. Hangman Page beats Adam Cole to retain the AEW Championship here. I cannot wait for this match. This match is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm in agreement with you, Joseph. I think the Young Bucks come out in this match here. I think the Young Bucks can come out in this match here, and I love. You guys remember the nod the Young Bucks gave to Hangman at Full Gear. I'd love to see the Young Bucks give a nod to Hangman Page, to Adam Cole, just do it, take him out. I'd love to see that, and I'd love to see that nod there, have that play out there. But yeah, I'm with you guys. I'm with you guys. Hangman Page, retains the AEW World Championship here. But the one guarantee I can say about this, Adam is winning on Sunday. And Adam is winning on Sunday.
Yeah, I knew someone was going to bring that up. So, oh my God, what a show. What a show tonight on the channel. You guys better hit that like button. You guys better comment down below. And be sure to subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching us tonight. If you have not already, man, I can't stress it enough. You're going to want to be subscribed to the channel. No content tomorrow. I need a day off. I got one last assignment to do for college, and then I'm done for the weekend. I got it all out of the way with. And then Friday starts the weekend. Rampage Friday night, Saturday afternoon, Fan Fest, and it all caps off with Revolution on Sunday night. So you guys better be subscribed to the channel. All three events, vlogs, Rampage, FanFest, and Revolution. Gonna get 3 vlogs this weekend, man. So it's gonna be some great content. Comment down below your favorite moment from tonight's episode of Dynamite. Tony Khan buying ROH, the MJF CM Punk stuff. All of that. Also, leave your predictions for this Sunday's pay-per-view down below. Leave it down below. We want to know, who do you think is going to win at Revolution on Sunday? Hit the like button if you like what you heard from us tonight. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'm going to be posting a lot on Twitter and Instagram this weekend at Colin_Joseph. Wes, plug your socials, my friend.
You already know. Follow me over on Instagram and TikTok at The Real Wesley Snipes. You can also follow me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/WesleyWilliams5. Folks, thank you so much for joining us for the AEW Dynamite review live in Jacksonville, Florida, and of course the AEW Revolution preview and predictions. I think we certainly knocked it out of the park tonight, as we always do every single time we come on here and give you the most quality content you can find. And a QT Marshall level quality. Let's put that QT Marshall level quality right here on the Big Fight Field channel, folks. I hope you join us again on Sunday, man. It's gonna be a great show Sunday. Watching the Revolution live.
We won't be back, unfortunately, until Wednesday.
But make sure you are watching Revolution this Sunday. You cannot, if you're a professional wrestling fan, you cannot just go off and watch something else. You have got to be in your living room, in the movie theater, wherever, watching AEW Revolution. You can even watch it on your phone. I don't care. Watch it on your phone on top of a mountain. I don't even care. Make sure you are watching that show on Sunday, because it is going to be a great show. It is going to be a great night for professional wrestling fans. And Cameron Johnson, send us home happy, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Cam71101. Also, make sure you subscribe to the CNE podcast, available on all platforms. Not only do we have AEW Revolution, not only do me and Escobar have AEW Revolution predictions coming out tomorrow, but there's a lot of great content over there. We got MLW reviews. We got MLW reviews over there. DPW reviews over there. South Park reviews over there. Yes, we are even reviewing South Park. So if any of this interests you at all, make sure you subscribe to the CNE podcast on all platforms.
Woof. Over in an hour and a half of content tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us. We will see you next Wednesday. I will see you Friday. I'm probably going to upload it on Saturday, but I will see you soon for the AEW Rampage vlog right here on the Big Fight Fuel channel. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy your night. Enjoy the heck out of Revolution. And I'll see you soon. Have a good night. Peace.